Hi, I'm Chia-Ti. I go by pronouns she and her. And in this video, I'll share some breathing practices that help to bolster our nervous systems. Sometimes when we're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, our nervous system can kick into fight or flight. Hopefully, these breathing practices can help ground us, resource us, help us to stay responsive instead of reactive. The first breathing practice is simply to notice the breath. So just as you are, can you take a moment and pause and notice how you're breathing? Is the breath shallow or deep? Where in the torso does the breath go? With absolutely no judgment, like, oh, I have to be breathing a certain way. With kind, curious attention, just notice, how am I breathing? We'll take this practice from simply noticing the breath into what's called deep abdominal breathing. So I invite you to place one or both of your hands over your belly button and think about your stomach like a balloon. So every time you inhale, you want to feel that the belly button moves out, inflating the balloon. And every time you exhale, the belly button moves back to the spine, deflating the balloon. So thinking about keeping the shoulders and the chest soft so that you can access your full lungs, breathing oxygen fully into the lungs, expanding through the abdomen on an inhalation. Feeling the gentle movement of the belly button back to the spine on an exhalation. Deep abdominal breathing helps us to stay resourced in our bodies by accessing a deep breath. But sometimes, depending on what's happening in our lives or in our minds, breathing deeply can be agitating, can actually not be resourcing. So just acknowledging if that's true for you and noting that it's totally natural. So if focusing on the breath is not working for you, I invite you to either pause the video or perhaps look around your space, focusing on sound or whatever you see instead. But if breathing in this way does feel helpful, continue a slow, rhythmic, deep breath in and out. If you'd like to add on to this, we'll add what's called long exhale. So on the inhalation, filling the lungs with air, feeling the abdomen expand, and on the exhalation, deliberately and gently slowing the breath down. You can breathe in through the nose if that feels comfortable, and allow the exhalation to either be through the nose or the mouth. If counting is helpful, you can think about breathing in for 2 and exhaling for 4. Or perhaps breathing in for 3, exhaling for 5 or 6. Don't worry so much about the number or the count. Just think about slowing the breath down. When we deliberately take a slow, long exhalation, we're tapping into our parasympathetic nervous system, that part of our nervous system that helps us to stay calm, to stay mindful, the part of our nervous system that allows us to rest and digest information and whatever is going on around us. With no sense of urgency, on your next exhalation, start to release whatever breathing practice you've done. As you come back to your natural way of breathing, just pause for a moment and check in with how the body's feeling. If you found any of these breathing practices, noticing the breath, deep abdominal breathing, long exhale, if you found any of these to be of benefit, I encourage you to continue practicing.